What is going on, everybody? How is everybody doing today? And welcome back here today to a NBA 2019 free agency prediction video. So you guys showed great and amazing support on the mock draft video, and I can't say thank you enough. So could we maybe hit 2,000 likes on a non-rebuild video again today? And like I said, today I'm going to be giving you my final free agency predictions for this upcoming offseason. It is June 23rd, so we have about a week till free agency start, and I'm going to give you my final free agency predictions here, but there'll be a stipulation if I do get them wrong. Now, I'm probably not going to get everyone right. I'm probably going to get a couple, or maybe a lot wrong. And I said every one I get wrong in this video, I'll come back to it, and for every one I get wrong, I'll donate $10 to a charity. So if I get, I think I'm going to do like 13. So if I got all 13 wrong, that's $130. So it's a cool stipulation to do. But before we get to this, let me know in the comments what maybe charity I should do. Let me know your free agency predictions as well. So here we go. First one, and probably the most least interesting one on this list, is Malcolm Brogdon. Now, Malcolm Brogdon could be like the best role player in the NBA, but I don't think he'll be an all-star one day, but he's definitely a must-have on a championship team. The dude is an efficient scorer. He can definitely be a 50, 40, 90 guy throughout his career. He is a very good defender, off-ball and on-ball, and I think any team contending for a championship would be lucky to have him, but he will be a restricted free agent. He's rookie of the year, past rookie of the year. He'll come at a premium price that some teams maybe don't want to give $19 million to somebody that will never average 20 points a game. But I think he's going to end up re-signing with the Bucks. Coming in next on this list is a surprise free agent. We all kind of thought Al Horford was going to either opt in or opt out and re-sign an extension with Boston. But apparently, there's an undisclosed team that has a 4-year, $112 million offer on the table for Horford. And apparently, the Lakers, the Mavericks are interested. I could see personally Al Horford signing with the Mavericks, and I'm going to actually predict that, but I wouldn't be surprised if he went to a team like the Lakers or the Kings or the Nets, who I believe were also rumored interested, or the Clippers, but I'm going to give, as my prediction, the Dallas Mavericks. Coming in next on this list is Julius Randle. Now, Julius Randle had a spectacular season last year. 20 points plus, 8.5 rebounds plus, 3 assists plus. Pretty good defender. What's kind of holding him back from getting probably a max deal is he can't really shoot the ball particularly well. And in this day and age, if you're a 4 that can play defense, pass, and shoot, geez, you're so valuable on the market. But Julius Randle, I don't think he's going to get signed right away. I think he's going to be a second option for most teams. Now, there could be teams like Utah, like Denver, that would be really interesting fits. But ultimately, I could really see the Knicks giving him like a 1-year deal worth $25 million more than any other team would give him. But if I had to predict where he would end up, I'm actually going to say the Phoenix Suns. It's a bold pick there. Now, DeMarcus Cousins is also just... nobody knows where he's going. He could probably return to Golden State, maybe on a 1-year deal, but he's not going to make that much money on that. He could probably get 10 mil or a little bit more somewhere else. A Kings reunion would be really nice to play with the young core like Bagley, Fox, and Hill, but I don't know if a lot of people want to see him maybe mess up or conflict that chemistry going on there with their nice 3 young core. Atlanta would also be an interesting fit if they were trying to maybe make the playoffs next year. The Cavs would also be really interesting. Just plug him in on a bad team and he can do whatever he wants. He can take 20, 25 shots a game. But you know what? I don't really know where he's going to go. I'm just going to play it safe here because I have no clue. And I'm going to say he re-signs with the Warriors on a 1-year deal. I'd rather bank on that, predicting where else he could sign to 29 other teams. Next on this list is Nikola Vukovich. Now, Vukovich had an all-star year this year. He had a really good, kind of under the radar year. I feel like he wasn't talked about enough. Maybe it's because he played in Orlando and stuff like that. But he averaged 20 points, 12 rebounds, good shooter, good passer for a big man. Maybe the defense does have some questions, but I do think the Magic are going to re-sign him. Like, I would love to see him on the Kings. The Lakers would be really cool. The Mavericks would be really interesting. But I think ultimately he's going to get a pretty big deal from Orlando. I heard he likes it there and stuff like that. No reason for him to leave if they offer him. Kind of interesting to see that they just drafted Mo Bamba a year ago. Kristaps Porzingis also on this list, but I'm just choosing the Mavericks. That one's not going to count. Now, I'm going to have Tobias Harris re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. I think he was happy there this year. I know they were working out his brother maybe as just a tampering tactic. Well, not really tampering, but you know what I mean. And I think he's going to re-sign with Philly. He's close to his home in Long Island. I think he likes winning there. He's going to be winning there as long as he's playing with Embiid and Ben Simmons. So I have Tobias Harris re-signing with the Philadelphia 76ers. Coming in next on this list is Chris Middleton. Now, Chris Middleton kind of had a breakout year this year. Finally an all-star in his career. He opted out of his $13 million player option, but the Bucks will have bird rights on him. I'm going to say he re-signs with Milwaukee. I think Milwaukee goes out of their way, to get Middleton and to get Brogdon. I don't think they re-sign Brook Lopez, but I think those two guys, they are going to bring back. They're two important players to that team, and I really think that they're going to try to make Giannis happy, because if they let those two walk and try to get some other guy and that doesn't work, then Giannis is probably as good as gone next year or in 2021. Coming next on this list is Klay Thompson. This is a really easy one. Re-signing with Golden State. There's really nothing else to go into it. Okay, now this is where it gets interesting. These last 6. Now, coming in at 6 is DAngelo Russell. DAngelo Russell is a restricted free agent, so you would bank on your money that he's re-signing with the Nets, but there is a case where they might choose Kyrie Irving over him and let D'Lo walk because they don't think those two can coexist. Now, there is a lot of teams that DAngelo Russell could sign to, like the Pacers, like the Suns, like the Magic, like the Timberwolves if they do create some cap. I would love DAngelo Russell on the Minnesota Timberwolves. That's where I would like to see him the most. But I am going to predict he does leave Brooklyn, and he does sign with the Phoenix Suns to play with his buddy Devin Booker there. I heard there's a rumor that they might not go after him, but this is just my prediction if he were to leave the Nets. If I had to actually bet money on this, I'm going to say he's on the Nets next year, but then I don't know where Kyrie Irving's going to be. So I'm going to predict that DAngelo Russell goes to the Phoenix Suns. Coming in at number 5 on this list is Jimmy Butler. Now, Jimmy Butler, 18.7 points per game last year, over 5 rebounds, 2 steals. Great defender, literally one of the best perimeter defenders in the league, and he's a very clutch NBA player that you want on your team. You want him as a max deal on your team, maybe not as the first option, but I do have him signing with the LA Clippers. Now, I don't really know anything or reasoning behind that, just a gut feeling. I don't think he goes to the Lakers to play with LeBron. I don't think he goes to the Nets to play with Kyrie, even though that was a rumor a year ago that he wanted to play with Kyrie, so that could be an option. I don't think he re-signs with Philly, and I don't think he goes to the Knicks or the Mavericks. So I'm just going to throw out Clippers out there and hope it's right. Coming in at number 4 on this list is Kemba Walker. Now, Kemba Walker is eligible for the Supermax this year, had his best year of his career last year, but is on probably the worst position team in the NBA in the Charlotte Hornets. So many bad contracts and so little good players that can actually bring you to the playoffs alongside with Kemba. Even though I would love to see Kemba in New York, in LA, in Dallas, in somewhere where he can actually perform well, in Indiana, and make the playoffs, I do think he's going to re-sign with the Charlotte Hornets, unfortunately. Coming in at number 3 on this list is a guy that I have no clue what's going to happen. I mean, I do, and that is Kyrie Irving. Now, Kyrie Irving, one of the best point guards in the NBA, one of the more clutcher players in the NBA, one of the more, I guess, insane offensive threats in the NBA. When he's on, he really can't be stopped. Obviously, he won a ring with Cleveland, wanted a trade, got traded to Boston, didn't work out that well. There is a chance he could re-sign with Boston. This was all smokescreen, but I don't really think so. I'm not betting my money on that. I'm going to say, since I did have DAngelo Russell leaving to Phoenix, I am going to have Kyrie Irving going to Brooklyn. I don't think a second star is going to come unless it's a Tobias Harris. That could be somebody in there if he doesn't stay with Philly. Jimmy Butler would be really interesting. We'll get to my other 2 players in a second here. But yeah, I think Kyrie Irving, all the rumors are pointing him to Brooklyn, even though this season they were all pointing to the Knicks. But he's going to go to Brooklyn, I think. I think it's closer to where he's from in New Jersey. And he's going to play with LeVert there. He's going to hopefully play with another star that could possibly come. And I think they're going to choose Kyrie over D'Lo. And Kyrie's going to be a net next year. Coming in at number 2 on this list is Kawhi Leonard. Now, Kawhi is a interesting person. Board man gets rings, board man gets paid. Kawhi Leonard, literally the Raptors have done everything possible that they could, or everything they could possibly do to retain him. They want a chip. They want to let him sit out whatever he wanted with load management. They literally would give him mayor, to be honest, if he re-signed. But since they did win the title, I don't think they would be mad whatsoever if Kawhi left. Kawhi could just be like, I got you guys a ring. My job here is done. You guys are the best. But I just want to take my talents elsewhere. I want to play elsewhere. I think he would want to live elsewhere if that would be the reason. But I don't think he would publicly say that. But I do have Kawhi Leonard sided with the Clippers. So I do have the Clippers being huge winners this offseason and picking up a Jimmy Butler and Kawhi Leonard. Now, will that happen in real life? Probably not, now that I think about it. But you know what? I'm going to stick by my gut here. I'm going to have Kawhi Leonard signing with the Clippers, that all those rumors are actually true. He wants to play in LA, but he's not going to play with LeBron and Anthony Davis. But he will play for the Clippers, for Jerry West and Doc Rivers and Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Now, coming to number 1 on this list is Kevin Durant. Now, Kevin Durant was looking that he could save any team next year, but he did get the Achilles injury and will most likely miss all of the 2019-2020 season, which is the biggest shame that has happened in the NBA in a while. There's obviously been Knicks rumors, there's been Clippers rumors, there's been re-signing with the Warriors rumors, there's been net rumors. I think Kyrie Irving, who there was rumors that two of them wanted to pair up, had both options in mind, Nets and Knicks, and I think he'd be like 100% okay teaming up in Brooklyn. But I don't think KD is that. I don't think the rumors have really shown that KD wants to play in Brooklyn. Now, could he sign with the Nets? Yeah, 100%. I'm just going to go out with my prediction that he doesn't re-sign with Golden State and he signs with the Knicks. Maybe that's a little bit of a Knicks fan in me. Probably a lot, and I'm begging here that he comes to the Knicks. But I think he would come here. The Knicks would keep that max slot open unless they can actually sign Kyrie or maybe Jimmy Butler, but I doubt that happens. And keep that max slot open for next offseason. Maybe Anthony Davis hits free agency again, or hits free agency finally. Who knows? Or maybe there's another star that becomes available and the Knicks accumulate assets because they might be bad this year or probably be bad. Get another top 10 pick, have Knox, have future Dallas picks to trade for a star if they become available, and KD could rehab while making $37 million with the Knicks this year. So that is my final prediction, and all these guys finish signing comes around, I will come back on this video and tally up how many I got right and wrong. And like I said, for how many I get wrong, I will donate $10 to whatever charity. So if I get 10 wrong, that's $100. But yeah, like I said, let me know your guys' predictions in the comments below. I'll rattle them off once again. So I had Malcolm Brogdon to the Bucks. I had Al Horford to the Mavericks. I had DeMarcus Cousins with the Warriors. Nikola Vukovich with the Mavericks. I did have Tobias Harris with the Sixers. Chris Middleton with the Bucks. Klay Thompson with the Warriors. DAngelo Russell with the Suns. Jimmy Butler with the Clippers. Kemba Walker with the Hornets. Kyrie Irving with the Nets. Kevin Durant with the Knicks, and Kawhi Leonard to the Clippers. So those are my final free agency predictions. I'm not going to change them anymore. I'll probably tweet them out on Twitter. Also, follow me on Twitter. Link in the description. I tweet about the NBA all the time. Pretty much that's all I tweet about. So go follow me there. I think I'm at 12,000 followers now, which is pretty cool. Thank you guys. So yeah, that's going to be for me. Thank you all for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you guys next video. Peace.